Well, hey there team, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Help Will Come Tomorrow. Look at that base. It's so good to look at. I'm very, very distressed about how I keep giving these pricks rest. They don't get rest and yet they refuse to feel better. How can we improve this thing? Rest additionally reduces freezing, slightly increases morale. Like, yes, but no. Provide everyone with a bit of camp with a bit of wind protection. That's cool. Provides everyone in the camp with additional wind and frost protection. Okay, these are cool, but I'm not seeing anything that leads into my tiredness problem. Now, what about up here? We've already got the breaker component. That could reduce damage against my structures. That's cool. This is snowed in, so we're going to need someone to fix that. First things first, we've got to clear some of these red statuses, you know. Reduces fatigue and increases morale. The high cot reduces fatigue. So, is that something that I could... Maybe it makes the fatigue reduction even better. Anyway, it reduces fatigue. We have to make whatever that is. But we need to clear some of this gather strength nonsense. Like, we just got to get them off the red. We can't give them jobs on the red. Because they lose fatigue when they do anything, pretty much. Alright, so it's both of you two. Okay. So much for all those points. Oh my god. At least she's losing some of her frost, so that's good. God, this guy, how are you still fatigued in the red tier? Well, hang on, let's see about building that cot. We'll put you two on the case, because you like each other, right? Oh. You used to like each other. I guess maybe that last conversation left a bit of a nasty taste, eh? About Miss Disagreeable, right? Yeah, she hates everyone. Oh no. Alright, we're gonna have to work on our morale, I think. But first we're building this cot. 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. 2s. We'll use the clay. 5, 6, 7, 8 again. Well, the only option we have there are the pine needles. I don't think we can... Alright, well, if I had to do makeshift, I mean, obviously we don't want to do makeshift. 10. We could do it. We will do it because we got to get on top of this fatigue problem. That's more important than the negatives of making a makeshift one. What do you mean not enough resources? Why would you let me draw the pine needles out of there? That's just weird game. Alright, well, I can't build it in any event. So, heavy snowing, probably not a good idea to go out, especially when we're wasting so many points on gathering strength. We're going to gather strength with this guy again. So we might have to just sort of sit tight, take it easy. Might get unsnowing. Now, I'm not sure if it's a random chance that we keep the point. Oh, he lost the thing from doing repetitive tasks, I think. Crap. How are we looking for food? We should still be sitting on a little bit. We've got the soup, which was a 40, and the delicious roast was a 60. So they're 25, those nubs, I gotta keep in mind. Alright, so he definitely gets a roast. $42. $39. He's probably the perfect one for the soup. Yeah. $29. And 42. Dried mushrooms. Food 2. What else we got? We got bugs. So I can get 30 food out of them. So I might give the girls each some bugs. And also mushrooms. Right, so it's pretty close, She's still got 12. I don't want to risk the moss after the bugs. We'll give her indigestion, potentially, so she'll do for the moment. 3 thirst across the board and 2 water. $25-ish. We could definitely use another batch of water, okay? No, we're gonna need to put the fire on. We'll cook mold. I will get the captain to filter water. I think everyone could use some water. Yeah, so let's do that. Alright. Alright, we'll give the Lady Violet a little bit more water. And like, as much as I would like to fraternize, no, we're gonna gather strength. We're gonna take this sort of day in, this snow day, as an opportunity to try and offset some of this tiredness that's just plaguing our camp. And frost change. We'll chuck the fat on the fire again. He's gonna get cold. Camp visibility 40. I might push it. Ammunition. He's still going to be cold. So we'll bring that visibility back. I don't really want to risk it. Okay, cool. This fatigue, man, is killing me. Alright, let's travel to the next day. That was pretty quick, but it was pretty... There wasn't a lot of choice in the matter, you know? Mysterious Stalker. Oh, bugger. Something, yeah, I think we've had this before. When you're wondering, animal makes a quiet snore and disappears. Yeah, okay. We've had this before. That's why I'm skimming it. Where are we actually? Listen, does anyone know where we are right now? And I don't say that in the woods or in trouble, because I know even without asking. Somewhere in the line of the Trans-Siberian Railway, before the disaster, we crossed one of the influences of Selenga, and the last stop was probably Masovia. Okay. In other words, we are in the heart of the land to which our tyrants sent social workers, reformers, statesmen, and generally anyone who wanted people to have a better life. Maybe it's not as bad as we think. If this is the center of altruists, maybe there's some settlements or hospitable Siberians or hunting rooms with a stove and provisions. Is it far from here to Baikal or that place? It's an interesting thought, I guess. Don't make fun of serious matters. The Tsar was sending prisoners here exactly because they had a hard time and so that they could not escape. So we are like the exiles. What an irony. The Tsarism is already overthrown and the fate has sent us here like more prisoners of conscience. Okay. Marauders. Do you know who these killers are? It's obvious. The soldiers loyal to the Tsar. Who else would shoot civilians? Nonsense, they look more like subversives, such as those during the July crisis. Okay. If I may interfere, in fact, the attackers didn't preach any slogans, nor did they look like soldiers. I'm telling you, this is a repeat of the Bloody Sunday and Znamensky Square. These soldiers are probably trying to stifle the revolution and sabotage the railway. Does the name of General Ivanov mean anything to you? But you probably are completely unaware of recent events. Oh my god, this chick needs to pull her head in. The soldiers loyal to the Tsar defend the order, right? And Nikolai Ludovich Ivanov was long arrested by your damn provisional government, just like General Kornilov now. You can only destroy the old order under the guise of a good change. Look, they can just be plain cutthroats. Yes, they were well armed and organised, but they are no soldiers. Don't look for the devil where he is not, right? Okay, it could be simple. It's interesting thing to be said about using ideology to hijack certain things. But he's right, like, how is it so unrealistic that maybe these are just bloody... They could be the people that were sent out here into exile that have banned up and attacked the railway because they need to survive. It could be that simple. But yeah, it's interesting when you get tunnel vision. You gotta be careful with tunnel vision, I think. Well, unless they are the instigators paid by the Boche. See, there's a million different factions they could belong to. Is the only truism in any of this. Look at this. Morale means everything in this game. Like, the negative debuffs aren't great, but morale is everything. Mysterious Devourer? The morning brought a blood-chilling message. Some of the supplies were gone. You glanced at each other in gloomy silence, and the question must arise in every head. What would really be worse? A mysterious oppressor able to get unnoticed to the camp, or a thief amongst you? Oh, now that's not a wrinkle I really want to have to deal with. At least we're not on red tide this time around. Jeez Louise. Look at this. Renegades are nearby. What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, they're right next to us. Does that mean we go without fire for a night, perhaps, or something like that? I'm terrified. I'm terrified. Fireplace intensity, team count, camp structures, other events. Further reduces damage to the camp. Improve snares. Reduces the visibility of the camp. Camouflaged area. Ooh, that's something we might want to work towards kind of immediately, I think. Let's see. Food wise, how are we looking? 50, 50, 30, and 30. Right, well, the roasters for these scenarios, so the 250s can have it. And 230s. So if I can make a soup, like I probably could make like a bean soup or something like that, we might be good. Mushrooms, oh, we're gonna need water, okay. You'll do. Sort of like looking who's the least tired, I suppose, right? Oh, we got smoked food as well. Oh, that's right, the dried mushrooms. Yeah, the good thing about that is you can just do a bazillion mushrooms in one go and potentially do the poison mushrooms as well, maybe. Soup. We can make a bean soup. That's perfect. That's exactly what we need right now. Nice. So we'll feed you some soup. And you some soup. And we should be pretty bloody good against food now. And water's not that far behind either, to be honest. Like, mostly you two. Yeah, like, to be honest, we're good. We could use that last bit of water. We'll see. And then he's a bit cold because he's sat out in the bloody blizzard like a mad Chad. Alright, yeah, I think shoring up this palisade is like the immediate problem, right? So, marked paths, sticks. I don't have enough sticks. Now, just because the guys are next to us doesn't mean we can't do an expedition, I think. I think we absolutely can, we just stay out of that square. So I'm gonna do one, we're gonna send you two, even though you two are tired. Broken pistol, no, not so much. But lamp oil, no. We'll do that, that's good. What is that? It's like a ferret? Average? Let's go. Oh, what is it? Is it... And suddenly you hear growling or barking. It's a wolverine? That looks big, but I don't think it's big. I think they're awful. Let's knife it anyway. Oh, she cut her hand? Clicked against a tree and only... leaps at you. The struggle can only see the swirly... Oh my god, no. Not good. Alright, so we got cut up. Oh geez, there's a bloody like lynx or a mountain lion or something like that over there. Ugh. I mean, we should go for it. We should absolutely go for it. Oh, I should have searched the square I was just in. Alright, throw the knife, let's go. Alright, that didn't work so well. Oh, here we go. Let's hunt that. Try to track it down. Bugger. Alright. What we really need is sticks. We've come that way, haven't we? Safe, safe. Oh wow, look at that thing. That looks angry as buggery. Insignificant. Let's go. Ah, this bloody... everything's getting away from us now. Alright, so we got some moss. -2, we'll go there. Try to get closer. Man, it's killing my morale, this thing. Like, should I be searching? I just got the moss then. I should be searching! Oh my god, sorry team. It wasn't clear to me. Man, the morale hits these guys have taken, insane. Well, there's our sticks, so that's something. Oh, bug, that doesn't happen very often at all. So we're still at -1. Safe. That's -2. We lost one for searching. I'm gonna search. Stuff it. Yeah. Oh, what is this? Arrows. Nice. Okay, let's have a look here. We don't want bugs. We want canvas for certain. What is this? Cut stone? Maybe... moss? No. Honey. I know what I can do with beans. We're keeping them. Feathers. Apparently you might be able to make bow and arrows. Branch. I still haven't found a big use for that. Like, these look cool, but also, like, go with what you know. I know we can do stuff with eggs. We can make, like, omelets and that. Bone for sharp. Honey and arrows. Look, they're cool, but... big but. Are we there yet? Bark. I use bark in the fire a lot, and I haven't been using it recently, which means I'm out of bark. Feathers. I think at the very least you would swap the feathers for the arrow. You know what I mean? Like, you're cutting one of the things out of the chain. Bone for sharp, but I think we're good for sharp for the most part. Yeah. Let's do that, and let's return to camp. Now we might have to have a look at that hand. Oh, right, it fatigued him a fair bit. How much? He's pretty close to the top. His morale's low, but his health's alright. He's gonna lose action points. Perform wound dressing in the quarantine point. We should have that. Wait, wound cleaning or wound dressing? Perform wound dressing. Unlocks wound dressing. Shit. We need to build that now. Sharp 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 6, 9. We'll do that. That'll do. 5. The cut stone fits perfectly. But there might be another function for it as well. That's what throws me there. We'll go the 2 stones. That'll do. And it's just going to have to be you two. There's no two ways about it. Alright. Wound dressing. Water. Material. We do have rag, thank goodness. Alright, cool. And mostly tired, a bit of frost, and we've only really got 2 points left. I'll gather strength with the captain. He might even clear some frost actually, because yeah, good, that's good. Man, that's really good. And we've got 1 AP left for you. What can we do with you? Hatchet. More timber during the expedition. That's interesting. What's this? Increase the multiplier of resources collected during the expedition. Okay, and helps to find more when performing gathering brushwood. That seems pretty cool. How much is canvas worth? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's still not really enough. I would need to process it, I think. Snowshoes? Help you move in snow terrain and reduce loss probability during... Oh my god, that's actually huge. I'm gonna build them. Yeah. And then we'll rest these guys. And I might... She's probably going to get... Oh no, she might be alright. Clear sky? Yeah, alright, we'll turn the fire out. We'll go as low as we possibly can. Ooh, it's scary. It's scary, they're right next to us. Bugger me. Alright, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Maria's grief. I thought Patricia and me and Nadia the cook and all the service. None of us wanted to take this route. Why is the world arranged in such a way that for the convenience of some rich people we all have to work and risk our lives? Oh my god. Okay. I don't want to sound rude, but nobody forced you to work. You were on the train of your own free will, and what happened along the way was not the fault of the passengers regardless of their position. My own free will? What choice did we have when my father died, my mother got sick, and my uncle Theodore was taken to the... Oh, Christ. Okay. But no one rewarded us with these virtues. But did anyone cheat on you? Were you beaten or humiliated at work? Child, don't complain. Because you are more fortunate than most of the passengers and the rest... Look, regardless of your worldview on the pecking order of like Pareto distribution, which is a real life phenomena in all social structures, no matter what, you should look it up. But where wealth gets squeezed to the top, it doesn't matter what you do, that happens. Life sucks, you know, like, okay, so this poor chick, like, life is an absolute sort of tragedy. And you need to find your way to reconcile it. No matter where you are in the social chain, if you choose to play the victim card and feel sorry for yourself, then you're just going to have a miserable existence and then you're going to die one day and that's it, right? And this chick makes a very good point. Someone out there has it worse than you, and you should use that information to secure yourself in your own mindset. Whether that means, I mean, how dark do you want to be? You could be happy that you're better off than someone else, or you could be, you know, appreciative that it could be worse. But yeah, I get a little bit funny about that. It's like everyone's been through adversity in life, they have, and even the guys that have never had a hard time, they've never had to be in combat, or like their hard time to them is still a really awful hard time in perspective. You know what I mean? Anyway, it's turning into Scarlett laying down life lessons and that sort of stuff. It's all about perspective. Life is what it is, and you have to choose how to navigate through it with the goods and the bads. And I think just constantly throwing your arms up in the air and saying, I'm the worst off, worse than everyone else, me, is just a way to be miserable. And people around you aren't going to like you either. They're going to think you're weak and gutless. And I think it's on the individual to make strength out of it. You know, the amount of people that you see out there with like disabilities and all that step up to the plate and face life front on. And it's like, they give me strength seeing people really step up and just make the most out of life despite the adversity, as opposed to giving into it and expecting a handout and a pat on the head. Anyway, quick little rant. It just frustrates me because the thing is, you can't shake a person out of that. That's the other thing. It's like therapy. You can tell them, like this chick, you can tough love them, but until the individual decides to swallow the pill, step up to the plate, bite their tongue, and realize that life is rough and you got to make the most of it, then they're just going to live in their little hole of self-pity forever. You cannot force them out. Alright, I'll stop. And if it hadn't been for those damned riots, the Imperial Gendarmerie would have dealt with deserters and thieves. Nobody would have suffered if people had listened to His Majesty Nicholas. But if the noble Tsar had listened to the prayers of the people, he would have signed the peace long ago, and Uncle Theodore would have returned from the army. Okay. Child, you may deserve compassion, but please don't teach us things you don't know about. Oh, Lady Violet! Try to put yourself in someone else's shoes sometimes. I would say perhaps step out of your own shoes. I'm 100% with this chick's side. Okay, I don't want to quarrel with you. Even if we disagree, you can count on me. This, you know what? And that is character 101. Good for her. Put the hatchet to bed, step up. If we disagree, you can count on me. I know how to avoid trouble. Good. Yeah, and everyone approves? I approve. Plus. Prince Charmless? I've completely lost my taste. Everything here tastes disgusting. I mean, she's still approved. We can't forget that. Well, Siberian cuisine, you can get used to it. At the court of Prince Uchansky, it would probably be tastier, but the company would be more boring. Oh, there you go. Don't remind me of this creature again. I wonder what a roast of the prince himself would taste like. Did he disgust you so much, miss? Was he so disgusting for a young lady that she ran away to the other end of Russia? Auntie decided that we must run, not to Vladivostok, but as far to Shanghai. Jesus. And not from the prince, but on the contrary, the Tsar was imprisoned and the workers and sailors were demonstrating in the capital. I don't know why. It was as if the war bypassed the front and came to the city. Miss Kerensky was supposed to defund us against the Bolsheviks. Oh my god, I know Bolsheviks. I'm just having a brain fart, sorry. But he armed them. General Kornilov was to come to the rescue, and now they say that he is a German spy. Yeah, again, a lot of this is really fascinating, but so not in my wheelhouse. I might look into it actually and try and learn a bit more. I don't understand politics. I don't know what my fault is and why the world has suddenly turned upside down. Auntie didn't explain anything to me, I'm afraid. Now these great affairs are far away from us. But if we do survive Siberia, what else can scare us? Well, there you go. That's it. You're going to get stronger in the face of this horrible adversity. Now let's hope we haven't wiped or anything like that, because we've seen this happen before. Come on. Campfire is under snow. Seems the rebels have moved on. Oh my god. Team, another episode in the bank. A bit of a rant there at the end, but yeah, I just never really understood victim mentality. It just seems like it's like flat earthers and all that. It's something that the first thing you could say against the point kind of undermines the whole thing. It's like me, poor me, my life's hard. It's like, well, what about that bloke over there? And it's harder for him. And that sort of just blows your argument to pieces, which means it was a bad one in the first place. So re-examine it. If you really want to be a victim, I don't know, come up with a new and inventive way to be one. Anyway, team, thanks for joining me. We might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you on the next one.